probably we can mark it as one of the most shittiest days ever, even after getting a win, not being able to report that shit, not able to even stream that shit because something called an encoder API fucked up my stream, so I wasn't able to. So we're gonna be reacting to Mxrplays. They are one of my most favorite YouTubers of all time, so we're just gonna do that and then bid adieu because I've had enough of today. The kick stream didn't work out. It's like today was just oh wow. Just let's just focus on this. This is amazing. Let's watch this and forget TFT exists. More dog is streaming. You should probably go watch him if you're interested in him.
Sure wish I was this lucky. It's a pretty big dent. Oh my god.
How the fuck did it do
How
that?
did you do that?
Flex tape. Would you rather be trapped in a mall for 24 hours with a silverback gorilla or 5 black mambas?
This is an interesting ask. Now, personally, I'd say that the silverback is not going to come after you unless it feels like you're going to harm it. So I would stay out of sight from that. Now, the the black mambas, if you know where they are, I mean, none of these things are going to come to you unless you threaten them, right? Although the black mambas, no, 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 no. I don't know. Which one should we go for? Kind of want to go for the gorilla. The gorilla could kill you. These guys do also. Yeah, oh, shit. You know what, gorilla? Gorilla.
Are they
I'm
like
gonna.
mad at me or just at the mall?
I mean, if they're just chilling, like, then you'd want
Yeah,
to see the gorilla, right? Because that's great. That's a great sight. If they're mad at you, I guess you'd also want the gorilla because it'd kill you the fastest. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather be ripped in half than like die slowly. All the celebrities leaving the Super Bowl in their private jets, whilst everyone else is drinking from paper straws. But the paper straws will make a difference. Wait, some of these are Spirit Airlines.
Then I don't think it's a private jet.
Spirit has private jets.
Really stupid, but what does plane run on?
The hopes and the dreams of engineers.
It just works. Could you imagine if someone was like, this ran on Todd Howard's, it just works? I accidentally dropped this plate and noticed it broke perfectly in half. I was so excited
ooh,
about it that I showed my wife. She wasn't as excited as I was about it. I have a feeling the boys will understand.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't girls
it's
find things so
amazing.
interesting? Like,
Like
there's so many times
in
I'm like, holy shit,
split
this is the
in
craziest thing ever.
perfect
And then I tell Jeannie and she
half.
like is like, okay.
I think it's more of she might be thinking, I like that plate, and now it's broken. How am I gonna serve my casserole on this? I work 9 to 5 in an office. Your shop is
Okay.
open from 9 to 5. I will never be able to go to your shop. Why do we
Oh,
design our society like this? For the wives, the women, the stay-at-home wives that go to the shopping mall, and the
the
marketers while
maid.
their husbands at work.
Nobody wants to work after 5. They want to go home to their wives. Me walking out of my boyfriend's room to say hi to his mom after watching a movie. She knows what you did. She was a young, horny teenager too. She did the same thing.
As long as you stay safe.
They come out of their room and like their eyes are squinty, like, oh hey mom, gonna bring Stacy back to the car. Me watching someone who makes twice my salary struggle to save a PDF. Well, usually you just like click somewhere at the top until like one of the buttons says like, convert to PDF or something, right? You're like, oh, that's it, yeah.
Failed to follow
Amazing.
instructions, ended up on Pornhub. What do I do now?
Why did you leave your last job?
Why did your last employee leave?
Wait, what?
Right back at you, buddy. Doesn't feel so good, huh?
I want the winds to be blowing. Hearing that cabin crew boarding complete call while your row looks like this hits like the purest crack imaginable. Oh,
Oh.
my god.
Oh.
But this only happens on flights that are like an hour long. And then on flights that are like 16 hours, it's like...
When you get one for like a 16-hour flight, that's the biggest. Yeah, it's the poor man's first class. It's like the surprise business class of all the extra space. Take a look at through the window for a nice view. Piss whenever you want, not in the aisle, but you know.
How porn addicts look at all their fan subscribers.
Okay, as long as they're
Okay.
not like paying for porn, because then that puts them in the same boat.
Who pays for porn?
Look, some people just like want to support the companies.
Are they the true heroes or not heroes?
They are the true heroes because porn wouldn't get made without their financial support. So thank God to everyone who actually pays for porn. Nobody knows why you do it, but we appreciate it. The weird thing about reading so much as a child and gaining a huge vocabulary from that is I can't define a lot of the words I use. I just know that they would fit correctly in a specific sentence.
I
Anyone who's
know.
experienced
I do. Like, if I say flamboyant, I've never Googled the word flamboyant before, but I know how it's going to be used in a sentence. You know, the conspicuous. I never Googled conspicuous, but I know that if it's conspicuous, I can see that shit. Okay, just let's go on.
that.
Yeah, that's what I feel about like prolific. No, actually, like
Congruous,
precocious.
unfathomable.
You know what's crazy?
Mhm.
I was literally just gonna say, like, use that word prolific. I was just gonna be like, I wish I had a prolific vocabulary. I thought it was funny, but I didn't think it was that funny. And then you just said it, and I was like, you
Mind
got a great vocabulary.
Geriatrics.
What? I have a lot of big words in my brain, but I
Mouth
can't.
can't produce.
Yeah, I can't like bring them out and use them when I want to. So then I use small word do big trick like Kevin.
I invited a girl I'm crushing on over today, and she was like, "By the way, I woke up at 6 a.m. and baked you some bread."
Ooh.
That's the churlish bread.
Do you know what churlish means, Henry?
There's certain bread that looks like that. Challah, yes, challah bread is challah.
Churl.
Sorry, mixed up with churlish. Just a little too much vocabulary.
She woke up at 6 a.m. for you. Ayo, you sure she ain't crushing on you?
Is she really a crush if she's willing to go over your house? I thought crushes were people that like you just never be able
From
to
a
meet.
distance,
I think
they
that's
do
just
that.
called a soulmate. Like she actually cares about you and knows of your existence.
What are you, the crush police? Like,
Mhm.
shut the fuck up, kid. You ain't crushing.
My parents are taking the news of my career change well, lol.
A hand model for bourbon? Are you insane?
It's 100K a year, lol.
I would like to apologize for my earlier comments.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to see this man's hands.
Yeah. Damn, look at those hands.
I'm somewhat of a hand model myself.
Me too. What constitutes like a good hand, I wonder?
I feel like it's gotta be like
Wrinkleless.
like long,
Uh-huh.
maybe?
When I'm asking what constitutes a good hand model, you're just like, let me see here. It's veiny, it's long, and it's attached to a person called Henry. Netflix with ads. Let's see who you really are. Unveils cable TV. It's not only Netflix, Amazon Prime is doing it too.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with cable, you had to wait for a show to come on.
Watch, Netflix gonna do that next.
They're getting all of us like dependent on them, and then once we're all signed up and like dependent on them, that's when they like strangle our balls and just like take a hold of us and just fondle them and like guide us where they want us to go.
I don't even understand the analogy behind this, but okay.
Basically ads and money. They're gonna squeeze every last drop out of her balls. Age 17, sneak out of the house to go to a party. Age 37, sneak out of a party to go home.
I never snuck out of my house to go to a party. Find
Jimmy
it.
snuck out of the house to get ice cream.
Not even that. Oh, age 55. Invite everyone to a party. Nobody shows up. More for me. Oh.
I feel like the older you get, the more people aren't really enjoying the parties. Whereas at least like when you were younger and you went to a party, everyone was like, oh my god, this is like the greatest time in the world. Like, this is amazing. Let's all do drugs and have orgies. And then now everyone's just like tired and they're like, I gotta wake up at
Walk
5
away
a.m.
from me.
tomorrow. Anyways, what do you want to talk about?
I'm pretty sure at these age 37 parties, if there were drug and orgies, oh, they will be sneaking out of the house to go.
Bar, hot woman winks. So what's a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Me, you just ask at the bar for one and then exchange it for money. 3 days later. Me, tying my shoelaces.
Wait a sec.
Well, she wasn't being clear. Because girls don't normally flirt with guys, so when it does happen, we don't really pay attention to it because it's like, why would that happen? Like
So-
that never happens.
So, woman, when you approach man, they can't interpret the statement. You just have to be more direct. I like you, and I won't. We can do this the easy way,
Jesus.
or we can do this the hard way. Your choice. Now
I
that
want to
they
do it the
understand.
hard way.
Oh, I see we're doing it the hard way.
My uncle got the job, y'all. He just finished his last Zoom interview.
Oh fuck. Wait a minute. That can't be right.
It works.
What's with the pants?
It's to make him look like he has a suit.
He looks like a Anakin Skywalker. Was he trying to get a job at the Jedi Academy?
Mm.
Greatest moment of my career. couple walked in at 8:55. We close at 9. They sit. I walk over to greet, and they ask what time we close. Actually, we close at 9. You just made it in time. What can I get you started with to drink? Oh, no. You close in 5 minutes? Have a great night. And they got up and happily left. You guys are my fucking heroes.
Well, they're not heroes. They're just doing what every decent human being should do when you walk into a restaurant at 8:55.
Like,
It says,
usually people don't give a fuck. Like, if I get into a store late, I usually forget that they have a closing time, and I choose to stay there as long as I want. Unless, of course, they try to kick me out, and then I, then we start to throw hands and shit.
"Is it not?" What kind of psycho walks in 5 minutes left is like, yes, I demand.
No, like some people don't know when you're closing, so when they do pop in there, it's not like they're trying to keep your time. They don't know. Unless, of course, you've labeled it in front of your door, and then they're like, okay, then they're being assholes.
And drinks at a table, and I will take my sweet ass time.
Haven't we been to places where you would get
No, we
dinner
do like
10 minutes
no, we do
beforehand
like
and
half
then
an hour, like at most.
No, I'm pretty sure there was one that closed in 10 minutes and you were like, look at the menu, hurry! Yeah, I'm pretty sure. One of your favorite characters has a new voice actor. No! You find out why they had to change it.
Hmm. Do I know something similar? Oh yes, Gumball. The Amazing Adventures of Gumball. They changed the voice actor. He wasn't bad, but it wasn't the original one. In fact, they've changed it like I don't know 3 times, and each time it's good. It's like they've got the same intonation. But then there's Darwin. Darwin's squeaky voice cannot be easily changed. First, there was some Ghanaian actor who was in the UK, and they used him. That was amazing. Why am I talking about this? Who wants to listen to that?
He died.
Oh, yeah, Lance Reddick.
Uncle Iroh? He
Reddick.
died? It's just always really
Wait, Iroh. No, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I mean, come on, he didn't show up so much in the Avatar. I I didn't even watch much of it. It was only the ones that were in Nickelodeon that were shown on TV Africa. I don't really have a well portrayed childhood, but those were like snippets of my life and they sucked.
jarring when like new actors take people's place. Like how
Well, I mean, I think one of them were like dead.
Dumbledore became a different Dumbledore after a certain
Oh,
movie.
yeah!
Or like how the mountain became like a completely different person after like season one. I'm just like,
Yeah!
The mountain? What mountain? I don't know.
is that guy again? You can't fucking fool me.
Oh, oh, who is? Oh, okay. I think I think this is Game of Thrones shit. I've not touched Game of Thrones, so I have no freaking idea what they're talking about.
Like I remember, dude, that was not you. Like a couple episodes ago. We need 4 hugs a day for survival. We need 8
Hmm.
hugs a day for maintenance. We need
Hmm.
12 hugs a day for growth. Virginia
Hmm.
Sater, American author and psychotherapist. 4 hugs a day for survival. I get all the hugs I want in a single day. From Ein. Where's Ein?
She left.
Well, that's your cheat code. Just get a dog. Dogs can't say no to a hug. Hug them as many times you need and infinite growth.
Oh,
there you
she
are.
is.
Yeah.
She just ignored you.
She said no. Oh, and she farted too. Oh, bro. Don't get a dog. Don't get a fucking dog. She just gas bombs your room. Yo, that's illegal. That's a weapon. That's a chemical weapon, dude.
When you sleep at a friend's house and you wake up before them, like, what the f? That's so true, because or I don't know, for me, I think it's like, I don't want to use their stuff. I don't know their stuff.
Yeah, you just
Frozen.
sit there and wait until they wake up. Or you can just like start living their life and just start using their computer and use their television.
I like making noises like.
What do I do?
Take a shit in their bathroom. Just the biggest dookie. So that when they wake up, they have to walk in and smell that. Got my first HOA complaint. So instead of just dealing with it and moving on, I'm reading the entire HOA handbook and snitch on every single one of my neighbors that has stuff wrong with their house.
Well, then you, sir, are a hero.
What if there's just innocent bystanders that like didn't even vote for that, like didn't even file a complaint? They're just like sitting there like what the fuck? This is how you get more complaints onto your house, and this is how everyone just lives in nightmare. Submits an anonymous staff survey.
So is it just me, or is it like intimacy between these two has like dwindled with time? I don't know if I can be a little bit more detailed about what I mean by that, but it's like they're not the same way that they used to be before. At first, there was all hugs, all kisses. They weren't afraid of that sort of intimacy vibe on camera. Now it's like even touching is a big deal. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Manager the next day.
It's so stupid. They're like, don't worry, it'll be anonymous. And then if you write your complaint, they're gonna know who it came from.
But it was supposed to be anonymous.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. But managers already know who hates them. I bet he's thinking about other women.
In the Disney Pixar movie series Cars, why do the cars have doors when humans don't exist? There's no humans in that world?
No.
Then who drives them?
They drive
Dumb.
themselves. No.
What happens when they get into a car accident? Do they bleed or do they bleed oil?
I think they bleed oil.
Why do they exist at all if humans don't exist? Who made them? How do they give birth?
I'm getting scared.
The f is this? How to save money and have fun as an adult.
Sleep.
Just sleep longer and longer and longer.
Wow, so fun. Rolling in the drool on my pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Sucking it back in when I would become conscious for a split second and smelling some of that.
Do that a lot. It's either 2 seconds later back to, or 2 seconds later you got up to pee.
What's a universal thing that most
Wait.
people like?
Seconds later you got up to pee. A lot. It's
Second and
She says what?
and smelling some of that.
do that a lot. It's either 2 seconds later back to, or 2 seconds later you got up to pee.
What's a universal thing that most men like? I'm making a comic, but I just
Okay, maybe it's because they're like a married couple now and they don't need to express intimacy anymore because I think at first Jeannie was in school and Henry is doing his YouTubing, so it's like they were both occupied with stuff that they need to do, so there was a little time for intimacy, a little time to get together. So maybe now it's they see each other every day, they're always in each other's faces, they're in the same house, so I guess it's not that bad.
realized I don't actually know any men in real life.
Throwing
Wait, what?
large rocks into bodies of water from great heights. Oh, that is a very tame response.
How do you not know any men in real life?
You know your dad. Oh wait, maybe that might have
That's dead.
My
I don't
dad's
know.
dead.
Or he might have left, so maybe I shouldn't have assumed.
He went for the milk.
You know what men like, right? Well, like what?
Ass and titties, ass and titties. Stop! If you
That's
are
not
fly, please
true.
do not trigger the fly traps, as this will cause them to digest themselves and eventually die. If you are
Oh.
a fly, please ignore this message, but proceed with caution. Wait! Oh my god, this sign's still fucking over the Venus flytraps, because what if the fly reads that and goes like, well, now I know there's Venus flytraps here. You've alerted them to their presence.
Yeah, I think they're trying to starve these Venus flytraps.
Yeah! I just had a thought. They would make great plants for like serial killers, because like dead bodies attract a lot of flies, right? You get like a nice.
Yeah, you just completely like digest the entire human body with just Venus flytraps.
Starting a new job after first year. I have no idea what I'm doing. After first year, they have no idea what they're doing.
Just in general, nobody has any idea what they're doing in life.
Ooh, deep. Henry Stottle, you tell him, dude.
All adults are just figuring it out.
That's not a good thing to tell kids, though.
They don't teach you anything in school.
No, they don't.
They just teach you.
Donde está la biblioteca? Yesterday, I explained something so bleak to my therapist. She asked me if we could pause for a minute so she could think about it. I'm getting close to winning therapy. I can feel it in my bones.
Yes.
That's problematic.
This is like the game that like I want to play if I had a therapist. How do I get my therapist to be like the best? They're always so positive and cheery, and they're like, everything's gonna work out, you know. I'm like, well, we'll see about that. Let me show you.
Do you ever have that with the doctor? Like, how do I beat the doctor? They're like, oh my god, your cancer is like going, it's like reverting to stage 1. And you're
No.
like, fuck you, I'm gonna make it go to stage 4.
I can give my own anal exam.
Yeah.
Expectation. Oh my god, you're so cute. Are you single? Is that Peter Griffin Z's?
Wait, I don't know. Is this the new meme now? Reality is all the Chads say, looking big, king, amazing traps, brother, my man, huge.
Women don't appreciate a good physique like men do.
The hours that this man has poured in, the trend that he has ingested and imbibed, protein shakes don't matter.
Book people watching literally any show or movie based on a series they read.
Maybe a quarter of it happened, and not like this.
Well, yeah, because a book takes like 100 hours to read, and a movie happens in like an hour and a half. But then again, this is X-Men, so that's a comic book, so I don't know.
When you hear your small country get mentioned online, the Cook Islands!
Yeah, I think this happened, I think a little recently with Kai Cenat. I think he was streaming Ghana. He was streaming with a Ghana cap on. And then I saw, I was like, what the fuck is he doing with that? Does he even know what Ghana is? And I guess he does. I guess he does. I didn't really watch the stream. I just saw one short on YouTube. I'm a very terrible watcher. TikTok has ruined my attention span. It was lower though, even before I got the opportunity to chance upon TikTok. But here we are.
What country is that?
The Cook Islands, where the obesity rate is the highest.
Like, it must be
Wait,
weird
really?
being from a smaller country. You go online and most of the stuff you see is like not from your country. Whereas like
True. I mean, true. But then again, there are those things where there are those moments where you get to see like multiple people from your country in different countries, and you're like, whoa, how is that possible?
we go online and whatever we see online is typically like American. When they come online and they see all this stuff, it's like they don't feel like the main characters, I assume. Like, because we always feel like the main characters.
Okay, this is a little. I guess I never really think about it that way because I don't really give a shit. I don't really give a shit because I don't think my country gets to define how I should feel when I'm online. But then again, the US does have all those stars as states, 50 states. So just imagine feeling that way because of the number of states you have or kind of influence you have on the world. If they wiped out the US from the map of the world, life would be a little bit boring.
As like Americans.
That sounds like such an American thing to say. Just that clip,
Hatred.
that line. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Dune is just a cash grab ripoff of Star Wars. It will never peak as high as Star Wars did. How do we tell him, dude? Who's gonna tell him?
Let's beef realty here. Dude is making much far better content than Star Wars right now. And it's not even close. Thank God for Dune's existence. So Star Wars can wake the fuck up and do something good for once.
When she did her hair, makeup, and spent $200.
I haven't watched them. Those two are two different things to me. However, Star Wars has its own realm. So does Dune. Why are we even debating this? In order for us to be able to give a logical response, we would have to at least watch both of them. We did watch Dude 1 and 2. Yeah, by Paul Modiba Atreides, the one that was trending on TikTok. Timothy Chalamet, not the one that was back in 1990 something by white guy. Timothy is a white guy. Just shut up, okay? What did
On lingerie just to see me stand at the end of the bed like me.
Man, it really sucks to be a girl, dude. Thank God that I'm a man every day. She loves you. That's exactly what she wants to see. Yeah, that's the beauty of women. They like you for you. And what you can provide. I'm just kidding.
He was trying to cool the planet and she was regrowing the forests. And they wanted us to root for the trust fund billionaire.
But didn't he want to like cool it like permanently? Dude, when I was 5, I was like poison ivy could poison me.
And even at the age of 29, we're still the same. ABC News has suggested that parents put something important in the back seat to help them not forget their kids in the car.
Stairs motherfuckerly. Yeah, no, I believe this because sometimes I forget that Ayn exists.
Oh yeah, same.
Because she's just always there.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I was supposed to put her to bed, I forget and I just go to bed. I'm like, wait a second, I forgot to put my kid to bed.
Where is the dog?
See, already forgot about it.
Me watching drug dealers and OnlyFans girls buy their fifth house whilst I work. I'm 95 and can barely afford milk. How many of these memes will there be?
Well, at
There.
least you still have your dignity, right?
Sony movies versus Sony games. Sony making movies. Morbius. I don't even know the other one. Sony making games. Second, God of War, Last of Us. Hold up though, that's not even Sony making them. That's Santa Monica Studios and that's Naughty Dog.
They didn't put Last of Us Part 2 down there.
PG movie, useless sex scene is now in our
Oh no.
and you crippled yourself.
It does feel like most sex scenes are not necessary.
Name one necessary sex scene.
They're cool to watch because you get to see celebrity boob. But I guess it sells more tickets because if you're like, oh my god, Emma Watson's tits are in this one, I'm watching it.
We saw your boobs. We saw your boobs.
I don't know what millennial needs to hear this, but throw away the box your phone came in. You don't need it. You will never need it.
How do you know I might need it?
But then why do they make the boxes so thick?
Yeah, right? I might need it. You don't know that.
What if I need to sell it?
Sell the phone that's already cracked 15 times, but the box is pristine.
Yeah, that's true. Even when you sell it, nobody really asks for the box it came in anyways. American flies to Spain. Why is everyone speaking Mexican here? The Spaniards. I know it's very perplexing. And then when you fly to Mexico, they're speaking Spanish.
Spanish,
You're
not
like, whoa.
Spanish.
How do I get $8.50 within a day? Need $8.50 for a movie ticket that comes out tomorrow.
What's your Cash App? Broke blank baby.
Damn, he's gonna spot him a ticket. What a homie.
I would have spotted him a ticket.
If you can't get $8.50 for a movie ticket, should you really be going to see that movie?
What should he do with the 850 then?
Maybe he should like work on a future, you know? Like maybe find a job instead.
It has been 0 days since I smacked someone for no reason.
Oh boy, there's like an 80% chance you get smacked going up near him. You can just see it in his face.
Yo, cat smacks kind of hurt.
It's right.
Do they? I don't know. All I know is that they like biting me very hard. Kind of uncomfortable.
Smack the shit out of you.
I got a new game. I'm so excited. Please make an account.
Oh, now I don't want to play. Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest like boner killer. You press the play button on Steam and then it starts launching like the launcher from that game company specifically, and they're like, you need an account, and then there's all these like requirements for the password, and then you gotta like verify the email.
You won't last 5 seconds playing this game. Clicks on the ad. Please create an account to play. Now I don't want to play. Hold on.
I mean, that's a literal boner killer because you literally had a boner and now you don't have a boner because you're making an account. So why would you want to play the game anymore?
Your brain tricks you into seeing yourself 5 times more attractive in the mirror than you actually are.
Oh no, this shit hurt my feelings.
So to get the most accurate vision of yourself, film and then watch a video.
Yeah.
I think that looks severely different from what you see in the mirror.
You know what's the most accurate? Is like your driver's license ID. Because when they take that photo, you got like the dumbass resting face, you know?
Yeah, they have the most like don't smile, don't anything.
And that's what you actually look like.
When you've been eyeing a cute girl at a relative's funeral, but later found out she was a distant cousin.
All right, even no, I'm kidding.
What if it was like twice removed, you know? Would they even be your family at that point?
How distant?
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing how many times.
Okay, pause. When they say twice removed, I have no freaking idea what that means. I think I've Googled this before. Twice removed. Twice removed. What does twice removed mean? What does twice removed mean? If there is no removed in the relationship, it means you and your cousin are on the same generation. But if your cousins are twice removed, that means your cousin is either part of your grandparents' generation or your grandchildren's generation because they are 2 generations removed from you. I still don't get it. Your second cousin, twice removed, is separated from you by 2 generations. Your grandparents' first, second, and third cousins are your cousins twice removed. Oh, so all cousins get to be his cousins. I guess everyone is like twice removed or something. Let's just go back to the video now. Oh, we're almost done.
Finish watching a movie at home and think, oh man, that was pretty good. Then Googling it to find out more just to see it's actually universally agreed to be the worst movie ever and has a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's okay to not have good taste in movies.
I have shit taste in movies and music. You can point out why it's bad, right? And I'm like, oh, I agree with you, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm usually in agreement with movie critics, but for game critics,
Oh, you're so
disagree.
opposed. OnlyFans subscribers, when they realize for the price they pay in monthly subscriptions, they can get a high-end escort and actually get laid. For
but
real?
there's no emotional connection.
No, you get even a closer emotional connection.
No, you get a physical connection, but you don't get to exchange spicy messages with their boyfriend.
Oh!
That's the part you're really paying for. I lost my job, my wife, my money, my house, my friends. I'm so depressed. Go to gym.
But actually, like, you make it be like, oh, he's giving like dumb advice, but that is really good advice.
Well, I think it helps for men because it's harder to get like an advancement in your job. It's harder to make money to get a house. Like all those things are hard to get, but like increasing your bench PR by like 5 pounds is like doable by everyone, and you feel good about yourself. You're like, ah, shit, I'm the man. What?
As you speak, I'm slowly understanding the
What do you mean? People no longer believe working hard will lead to a better life, survey shows. If you work hard but you're not thinking about what you're doing, then you just end up wasting time doing meaningless things. Yeah, and you're suffering for it too.
Is this New York? Like, how do you get a scene of just the most depressed people all in business attire? Never in a million years did I think this was going to be the topic of the vent. I need to vent.
Hit me.
There's a pregnant stingray in NC, and there was a 0 male stingrays in the enclosure. They think she's either self-reproduced, Sting Jesus, or one of the 2 male sharks in the encounter got her knocked up. Shark ray.
That's a very interesting phenomenon. Did this person witness the first Sting Jesus? This needs to be put in the books. We need a Bible to be made about this.
The gaming industry sucks now. Companies only make cheap cash grabs now. Helldivers, Baldur's Gate, Lethal Company.
Well, the gaming industry is just so huge now. There's so much of everything, you know? There's a lot of good games, there's a lot of cash grabs.
I feel like there are very good indie games too that aren't just cheap cash grabs.
Yeah, I think overall gaming is getting better, you know? But as any industry grows, the bad will also increase too.
Action. Touch something too hot. Response. Stop touching it. Action. Eat something too hot. Response. Power through the pain and scorch your entire mouth. Literally Chinese.
Hey.
Sorry. Because you would cook something, say it's not hot enough. And at that point, I'm like, you can't then even taste it.
So you gotta like kind of like swish it around your mouth a little bit, you know? Too hot? Just move it around.
Weird. When you start digging into the lore of Helldivers, only the baddies. Oh no. I thought you kind of knew that.
Humans are always the baddies.
Oh, baddies in it. Like, we're baddies.
No, like we commit genocide.
Uh,
How I look in the mirror. How I look in photos taken immediately after.
that's what I'm saying.
That's true. But hey, at least if you look good in the mirror, that's still better than looking bad in the mirror, and even worse in the photos, right? Because at least you look good somewhere. Could be worse. 9-year-old me after finding out that the creator of the game isn't the best player in the game.
I've never had that thought.
Yeah, because he's too busy creating it and not playing it.
And I truly think, like, creating a game, the skills required for that is so different from being good at a game. I wouldn't be surprised if the creator of the game isn't that great of a gamer, but just knows what makes a fun game. Me looking at bro after choosing him to read page 174 of To Kill a Mockingbird. Alright, Henry, we gotta Google.
Does it say the N-word? Wait, so then how did we read it in class? Can a teacher force you to read page 174 of To Kill a Mockingbird?
I think the teacher read it.
And they said the word? I guess technically they do get an N-word pass for education. I don't know, but I'm not black, so an extremely bad date is happening in this coffee shop, and I am spellbound. This guy's arguing about what calamari is. He's 100% describing caviar. The man next to them is side-eyeing them. She keeps trying to politely explain what calamari is. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm sorry, but I can't be with someone that doesn't know what calamari is. Or at least get a second date.
Honestly, I think I would have done this. But I wouldn't have gone on like hardballing on something I'm not aware of.
I think it's like men's pride and ego, you know? Like they can't be proven to be a dummy. You're like, no, I'm right. I fucking know it. I'm
Man,
gonna die on this hill. I bet he's thinking about other women.
why does Taylor Swift hold a pen like that?
Oh, is that better for like signing things because it's not like a flat surface, so it's like quicker and like easier to like write against things like that? What? What is so funny?
No, because you have a point, but all I can think about are like the haughty ass people that are like, dear Mrs. So that literally are writing like vertical. People that are like, dear Mrs. So that literally are writing like vertically.
That's it for memes. We love you. We appreciate you.
And we could do this the easy way.
And we
And
can-
we could do this the hard way.
Alright, get the hell out of here.
Bye.
Peace.
Okay. Uh, that was it. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Until next time. I'm just like I'm done. Yeah. Tired. So we're going to have to do this another time. Wait, I should have speeds live. Yeah, why the hell we're going to even go to his channel? Goodbye.